Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here and welcome back to another episode of the Daily Crypto News. And I honestly don't think there's a day that goes by that I'm not surprised with all the crazy stuff that I read in the crypto news articles. And today is again one of those days. Guys, take a look at this article right here. Mazars, which is very well known to basically provide the proof of reserves for all these exchanges, has apparently stopped doing so. Elon Musk has also apparently followed a crypto exchange back over on Twitter. Interesting. There's a massive FUD campaign against Binance right now, and it's basically around all the corners of Twitter. All the while, the former US President Donald Trump, well, he launched an NFT collection. That's crazy. And at the end of the day, justice is still not there for XRP. And similarly, I think the way that they're treating the chairman of the SEC, Gary Gensler, is not right. I don't think they're looking at him closely enough. However, things of that nature might change soon. Honestly, the more time that goes by and the more that the chairman of the SEC's connections are starting to showcase in the crypto space, the more that people are noticing, things might just not be as fair as was initially expected. So that and more in today's video. And again, guys, if you're enjoying the Daily Crypto News, make sure you press that like button. First of all, let's cover this BS. The major accounting firm that's done all the proof of reserves for all the major exchanges all of a sudden stepped back. And even Binance tried to step to the big four accounting firms, right? These are PwC, EY, Deloitte, and KPMG. Because apparently there's a really big problem in the crypto space right now. No exchange can prove that they're actually fully funded, that they actually have all the money that they owe to their clients. You can say, well, we can show with a Merkle tree the fact that this exchange has your money right there, but you don't know the liabilities. You don't know anything about it. And none of these guys want to burn their hands on an issue this severe. Because you got to understand, the moment that one of these guys says, it's all good, and it goes bust, that's a really big deal. And even if one of these exchanges might be in a good position right now, maybe they were hiding something. Maybe they lose control over one of the keys. We do not know. But the moment that the audit comes out as A-OK, proof of reserves, fine. But then all of a sudden there's a scandal. These guys, the big four, for example, or any accounting firm for that matter, would get a very big burn mark as they said all was Gucci. And that's why none of them want to do it. But that's a really interesting thing about how things will flow in the near future and what exactly these guys can do to prove that they're A-OK. Something I don't even know myself just quite yet. At the end of the day, though, there's a really big FUD campaign going around regarding crypto exchanges, and a specific piece is also fully focused on Binance, just Binance FUD straight up. There was a little interesting Twitter piece earlier where Mithril, a crypto that not really many people have heard of, especially over the last couple of years, apparently is not getting their 200,000 BNB back that they deposited onto Binance. Apparently, however, Binance has responded by saying that the crypto needed to put a deposit in. So in this case here, 200,000 BNB, at the time about $2 million, to get listed onto Binance with basically the insurance that they'd keep on building, keep on trying to grow, keep on updating the community, and not just kind of exit scam. And so CZ in this story says, well, your token price is way below the trigger levels already, which I don't think is fair, but I digress. However, what is fair is the website is offline. You haven't tweeted or updated the community in almost 2 years, which again is fair. And I believe our team has made the right decision and acted fully within our right to do so. Most likely there was a contract like that in place. The insurance deposit is there to encourage builders to continue to build, Zhao said, further implying Mithril's team has stopped working on the project, and so, well, apparently all the terms and conditions were agreed upon back in 2018, so these guys are just trying to make some sort of drama online to get, a lot of money back. As of this point, guys, 200,000 BNB is $50 million, but then I don't understand why why would you stop updating the people then if you have $50 million locked somewhere? It's so strange to me. I don't understand. That's not where the drama ends, by the way. That's just a very small piece of a very big puzzle, or a very big pie, whatever you want to call it. So Kevin O'Leary, hopefully you guys know him. If you don't, check him out. He's a very well-known investor, very well-known on Shark Tank, and he basically went to Congress to state that most likely, following his own truth, Binance are the guys that crushed FTX by letting those rumors go loose that FTX was having troubles. And again, what basically happened, if you all remember, is Binance came out to state, hey, FTX has some trouble or some things don't really make a lot of sense. We want to get rid of our FTT, something along those lines. After that, a lot of people took their money off of FTX and things just started crumbling down. Now, CZ called Shark Tank star and serial investor Kevin O'Leary a liar in a recent interview on CNBC, per a 28-second clip shared yesterday by Watch Your Guru. So I think Kelvin is a liar, CZ tells CNBC. So I think he's lying about a bunch of stuff. And that's pretty severe. You know, that's a pretty big piece of drama, but you can see it right here. That's Kelvin right there. Yeah, that's interesting. That's very interesting. Now, one of the pieces of drama has to do with the fact that apparently, this is what they say, Binance could not keep up with withdrawals if people all of a sudden started to bank run, like what happened with FTX that Binance caused, right? And these guys are saying if Binance were to have a similar sort of withdrawal spree, they wouldn't handle and they would probably go bankrupt. Now, I should add, the moment that Binance gets in trouble, the entire crypto space is screwed and would be dead for a little while, just going to be honest with you. But Binance has pointed out multiple times that they could never get into a situation like this. And the reason I'm thinking that makes sense is because, thinking about it, Binance makes money off of fees. Binance doesn't do the craziest of sponsorship deals if you look at the amount of money that they make every single day. And so from that perspective, if they just have to pay the people back exactly what they deposited, well, as of this point, they've made so much money, so ridiculously many billions of dollars off of the people, that paying everybody back whatever they deposited, that's not really a big deal if you're not doing anything shady. And if FTX didn't go for the craziest of venture funds, basically, and try to mismanage and invest more than they had, go for a really risky strategy, and also not go for the craziest of billion-dollar sponsorship deal here, $500 million there, then there wouldn't have been any trouble at all. Because even FTX was making a bunch of money. Not nearly as much as Binance though, but a bunch of money. However, looking back, if I look at the pitch decks of a lot of crypto companies and a lot of crypto, I guess, projects, very often you see Alameda in that list, investing $200 million, X $100 million or whatnot, where Binance would be, with the BNB Labs, a little bit lower in the amount of money that they spend. The way I'm thinking about it is, FTX took a major risk to invest a crazy amount of money that they didn't have, because if the bull market would pop back up, they would basically 10x their money a lot quicker and become the biggest exchange in terms of assets in the world. However, it failed because prices went down and the tokens went down, yada, yada, yada. And Binance was more conservative, more of a longevity approach, where FTX tried to go big or go home approach. And that's why I honestly believe whatever they say when they're talking about the fact that even if every single person tried to take their money out right now, well, they'd still have 1% left, so to speak. To not only talk about Binance, because again, I love Binance still, guys. I still love them. I believe, always have a link to Binance down below. That's the most trustworthy exchange in the crypto realm right now by far. So if you haven't checked it out, I'll leave a link for that down below. But I digress. Elon Musk apparently follows crypto exchange OKX on Twitter. Why? We don't know. We don't know at all. Maybe it's due to Floki. Apparently that cryptocurrency, which I don't own but I know of, they posted that OKX was going to list them. And then the day afterwards, Elon Musk followed OKX. Could be something along those lines that I do not exactly know. Little fun fact, by the way, if you look at the bottom of the Block articles, it's interesting now how this is here. Disclaimer, beginning in 2021, Michael McCaffrey, the former CEO and majority owner of The Block, took a series of loans from founder and former FTX and Alameda CEO Sam Bankman-Fried. McCaffrey resigned from the company in December 2022 after failing to disclose those transactions. It's kind of funny how that's on the bottom of every single one of these articles, and I just started to notice it now after that scandal became apparent, so that's kind of interesting. To quickly continue, again, we already saw it, but US President Donald Trump drops an NFT collection. It's wild. So am I buying this? No. He's just launching a AI generated, it's not even him launching it. He just gave the IP, basically. He sold the IP or something like that. I think it's going to be, here it says 45,000 NFTs at $100 a piece or $99 a piece. And you're just buying an AI generated picture of Donald Trump. And you can win some stuff, like a dinner with him and all that type of stuff. Yeah, do I think it's garbage? Yeah, kind of. I mean, if it was him really saying, this is me, let's do it, I'm the one. But he basically sold his IP sort of to a company that's launching everything. And he posted part of it on Truth Social. So it's backed by him, sure. But it's not really him putting in all the work. It's not really him. Then again, it is still pretty funny that he was so against crypto and all of a sudden is going for this endeavor. Maybe it's because he noticed, hey, NFTs can make me money and Bitcoin couldn't or something like that. But it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. It's just a really big radical shift, or irradical shift, I guess. Interesting to watch. erratic. Now, scathing article from Forbes magazine headlines that SEC Chair Gensler had botched crypto regulation. Looks like the cows have come home to roost. 1 million XRP to the person who can name the movie. This says, let's quickly read it. Hopefully you guys can check it out. Campaign. Still, it feels like just a matter of time until Gensler is forced out and the White House appoints someone to do the job he was supposed to do. Create a regulatory framework that, in the case of crypto, protects retail investors and allows good actors to build innovative crypto and blockchain companies on American shores. That's interesting. That is very interesting. And no, I don't have 1 million XRP, but I will give you praise and adoration if you know the movie. Story here being, the more that time progresses, the more it looks as if people are starting to catch on to Gary Gensler and the fact that he's really not doing the best of jobs for crypto regulation at all. I've been thinking about it. And I've been getting excited piece by piece on the fact that people are starting to call out his BS. I honestly think the last couple of weeks is just a real week of accountability. That's kind of what it feels like. I've been reading articles about Tom Brady being held accountable for his FTX actions. FTX founder Sam Bankman-Fried is being held accountable. Over on Twitter, people are going completely crazy regarding Elon Musk's new ideas of banning people for doxing others, and a lot of journalists are getting slack for that. It's just the accountability wave. And again, like we just covered, Gary Gensler might also be held accountable for all the crazy actions he's gone through in the crypto space. Things could be getting very interesting. It's a very juicy period. And again, I've said it many times before, I'm still extremely bullish on XRP. I still think they're just being completely unfairly criticized or unfairly targeted by the SEC. I don't think it's fair. I don't think it should be this way, but it is the way it is right now. I think we'll all get out of there on top though. But like we said, even exchanges are being held accountable right now for not providing proper proof of funds, even though at the end of the day, it's not that easy to provide proof of funds if none of the accountancy firms or auditors actually want to help you out or want to work with you at all. In this case here, the fact that this Mazar group took away the proof of reserves from Binance is getting people scared, even though it's just a different policy shift. But yeah, things are starting to become more serious. And we've also seen a couple of small pieces like France going a little bit tighter on the crypto regulation. And, oh, let me actually allow selection. Let's go. Elizabeth Warren's crypto bill to target financial freedom, not fraud, or basically just her diving a little bit deeper into this whole crypto debacle, trying to get some additional rules in. Whether or not they're good or bad, we'll see shortly. But yeah, I think that is good for today's video here. Very juicy update. Very interesting to see how the whole Binance drama is shifting and developing, but I'll cover every single piece whenever it is necessary for you guys to know. Just stick around, guys. Make sure you press the like button if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel for daily crypto updates. I'll see you guys again tomorrow in another one.